Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So it's that time of year where you're going to have parties and holiday guests coming and dropping by. So today we're going to show you how to make 3 awesome holiday cocktails that's sure to impress any of your guests. We're going to start off with a really simple one. It's a Clementine holiday whiskey, and here's what you're going to need. So you're going to need the juice of about 3 fresh clementines, some whiskey, and some cloves. Now, cloves can be really strong, so you'll only need a couple here. It's really simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a shaker with ice. So I just put a little bit of ice on the bottom just so it gets nice and cold. And you're going to measure out your jigger. So I'll put about 2 ounces or so of whiskey. Now you can use whatever whiskey you like. I'm just using one of our favorite brands, the Gibson, that we drink here at home. But you can use whatever kind of brand of whiskey that you like. So about 2 shots in there. Right over ice. Then we're going to juice in 3 clementines. So I use fresh clementines. You can use clementine juice out of, a jar or something you buy at the store, but fresh is always better. And they're in season this time of year, so that's always great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this wonderful reamer and just juice the clementines right into the shaker. So just take a second here. So we have 1/2. And the next. Now you could make this in a large batch and put it in a pitcher if you like. Then you can just serve all of your guests. Line it all up onto a counter or on your bar, and just have it all ready to go for when your guests arrive. So that way you don't have to make individual drinks. But if you have a bartender coming in or anybody coming in to help you, then these can be made. Just press all the juice first, and then the cocktails can then be assembled as guests arrive. So we're just gonna finish off this last clementine here. There we go. Perfect. So we have 3 clementines, and then we'll add just about like 3 or 4 cloves. Cloves are strong, so you don't want to put too many in. You just kind of want that faint taste of kind of holiday in the back. So you'll put that in the cocktail shaker. Put on your lid and just kind of shake it up. You can shake it up a lot or a little. I like just kind of swirling here in this glass shaker till it gets nice and cold. Then you strain it off in a glass filled with ice. I strain it so that the cloves themselves don't actually end up in the drink. So just pour right in. Well, we'll open that because I'm using a vintage shaker, and the strainer is a little stubborn, so we'll just kind of gently pour that in there. Try not to get the cloves in. There we go. And there we have it. So that's our first drink, a holiday whiskey, Clementine whiskey. Really delicious. Put in a little straw, and it's ready to go. Let me clean up, and then we'll start drink number 2. Alright, so for our second drink, we are going to make something kind of a little bit more fun and festive, which would be perfect to serve for a New Year's Eve event or a kind of really fun cocktail party. It is called the Raspberry Pomegranate Bubbly. So you can, I'm going to make a non-alcoholic version today, but you can certainly make this alcoholic with some champagne or sparkling wine. So we'll start off with a champagne glass, and we'll add in 1 scoop of a raspberry sorbet. So make sure it's something that probably doesn't have cream in it. You don't want anything that's going to coagulate with the milk in it. So we'll just put 1 scoop of sorbet on the bottom. And then we'll take some pomegranate seeds. So these I just use a fresh pomegranate and broken apart and use the seeds, but you can certainly buy these already done in advance if you're going to have a large party. And then you will take some pomegranate juice, and you'll add about 2 or 3 ounces or so at the bottom of the glass. And then finally, you'll top it off. Today, so I'm going to top it off with ginger ale, but like I said, you can top it off with some champagne or some nice sparkling wine. And but ginger ale works just as well. It's great for kids or for designated drivers or anybody who just doesn't like to drink. This is a wonderful cocktail. And because of the ice cream in there, what you can do is once you've drank it, there's sometimes ice cream that's on the bottom, you can just keep topping it off. So then you get a lovely cocktail that kind of just keeps on going for the rest of the night. So here we are, top it off with a straw, and you have a delicious raspberry pomegranate bubbly. Cheers! Alright, so now on to our third drink. This is also super simple. It is a gin grapefruit fizz. So what you'll need for this is your favorite gin, some grapefruit juice, sparkling. So I chose a sparkling Italian soda, but you can use kind of any sparkling grapefruit juice that you like. Or you can always just use regular grapefruit juice, add a little bit of club soda, that will work too. But buying it already sparkling like this works great. And the kind of secret ingredient that you can use is some fresh rosemary. Now, fresh rosemary is delicious with gin, very aromatic, and works great with grapefruit as well, and you don't need a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a small sprig and just put it at the bottom of my glass, and I'm going to use a muddler. So it's one of these things you may have seen at bars and that kind of thing. It's just to use to crush ingredients. Sometimes, often you'll see it when you use a mojito with limes and mint, but it doesn't work great just to get the oils out of the herbs. So I'm just going to kind of muddle my rosemary a little bit just to kind of crush up those leaves so that those aromatic oils come out of the leaves and they infuse the grapefruit juice and the gin. So just muddle that up a little bit. Perfect. And then we'll add the grapefruit juice, and I would say about like a quarter to half a cup, depending on how strong you like your drinks. So I'll just add that right in there. A little bit more. There you go. I added about a half a cup or so. And then your gin. So I like to add a good 2 ounces of gin in there. There we go. Once that's all together, just top it off with some ice. I just use my hands, but you know, if you're serving guests, you probably can use some tongs or something. And garnish it with a beautiful sprig of rosemary. Put it in a straw, and there you have it, a delicious gin and grapefruit fizz. That is delicious. You can taste the aromaticness of the rosemary and the tanginess of the grapefruit. With the gin, it just marries perfectly. So I hope you try one of our cocktails, or all three at your next holiday party. And thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!